what you did, you achieved it, right? The whole world, no.
You thought you waited.
But that shit is childish.
Thought you waited.
That shit is childish.
We here to tell you.
Because most women looking at this list, y'all going to those places.
Facts.
Y'all going to those places. All right.
And you gonna like it.
Number one, I don't know you.
Facts.
Why do you expect me to spend all this money on you on a first date? You could be a serial killer.
Just tell me how you feel when I'm leaving you. Girl, I wanna when I'm seeing you. Girl, I wanna what I see in you. Trauma got me hurting, but I'm needing you. Take your time, it's alright.
Family, friends, welcome back to a brand new episode of Conversation with the Culture, episode 8. I'm your host, the Prince Clay.
It's Jack.
It's Jay.
And today, we have two special guests with us today.
Devin from New York.
I'm Serena. I'm a Cali baby.
Ooh, ooh.
Come on.
First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you
we
for
talked
the
about it
invite.
off camera, and y'all followed through, so thank you.
Of course.
Before you start this podcast, I want to do like a mental checkup. So, how are you doing today? How was your week?
How was my week?
Yeah.
Hectic, but I mean, we made it through. It's
Yeah.
Friday. It's a good day. It's a good week. We're alive.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm great. Elevated, brother.
I'm good.
I'm good too. Long days, but we made it, right? It's a weekend. It's
How
a good
about
day.
y'all? Y'all good?
It's great.
Yeah. E, thank you, E. You the man. Y'all ready to get into this little episode today?
Let's
sir.
get it.
This one's gonna be interesting,
Yo.
especially like the last topic, but I'm gonna bring it up later on. Alright. So without further ado, thoughts on the 50-50 rule?
I feel like, right? So with the 50-50 rule, I feel like that's something that is instantly targeted towards money, right? It's all about financial. Everybody's like, oh yeah, well, if I pay for this, you need to pay for this. But I feel like this is something that y'all should aspire to do, because I don't feel like it's realistic, because you'll never actually be able to go 50-50 unless you like actually take it to the drawing board and go through some numbers and ain't nobody really
Like a plan.
Yeah, but not even like a plan, like actual like mathematics down to the fucking millisecond.
Yeah.
Like,
For real.
all right, now look, so if I throw $645, you have to throw $645 in. And then I'm going to drive 45 miles, and then we're going to get out, we're going to switch. Then you going to drive 45 miles.
Yeah.
That'll put a lot of strain on your relationship trying to get to it. But I feel like that's something that everybody should try to aspire to be towards. And if y'all are all working towards it, then at some point it's going to meet a happy medium where it just gets into a flow. Then it flourishes.
I was gonna mention the dude from Everybody's Chris. That's the name.
Talking about the pops.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm definitely gonna bounce off you with like a whole, not everything's always 50-50. The way I look at it, right, is that like the 50-50 rule is more so picking up each other's slack, right? Not everybody's 100% every day. So not everybody's gonna be able to give that 100%. Some days gonna be 20%. The other person gotta bounce off and be like, hey, it's a 20% day. You know, you don't have to help me out. You have to step up. And we do it, we make it work. And it's definitely something I feel like relationships nowadays aren't really valued or cherished as well, So it calls for that disconnect. It calls for relationship to end too quick, not knowing the full potential. So that's my take on what the 50-50 rule really means.
I agree with you. I mean, me personally in our relationship, I cook, he cleans up the kitchen. That's just a rule that we got. Alright. When it comes to like finances, okay, you got half the bills, I got the other half. Rent, split it down the middle, and that's just really how it should be. Comes to dates, I mean, okay, I understand like there's the whole old school vibe where, oh, the man pays for everything, he supports, the woman cooks, cleans, takes care of the household. But I don't know, just now, like today in this age, there's so many women that are brought up to be independent that it's not really a thing anymore. So I don't know, that's just my take on it. I believe in the 50-50 rule 100%.
What you got, Jack, man?
So like piggyback off what he said, like granted, relationships supposed to be giving 100, like 100. Both of y'all supposed to be putting y'all full y'all full 100% into that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what you get after that. So as long as the person, you know what I'm saying, got my back, or we going through a rough time or something like that, just to know that you got my back is already enough. You know what I'm saying? It's hard trying to do this shit alone already. So it's like, just for you to have my back and just like confide, whatever it is. Like, if it's confide, we need to talk, or, you know what I'm saying, financially too. Like, if I ain't got it this week, babe, look, I'm fucked up. You feel me? Like, I ain't got no problem with that, because at the end of the day, like, a relationship is a team. You shouldn't want one another to look fucking bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You shouldn't, like, I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
Nah, I agree with everyone. I'm gonna be honest, like, I never got to a point where, as far as like a relationship goes, where I had to, you know, be in that 50-50 realm. But just like experiences and like watching everyone else and me just growing up as an adult, I think like us as men, we have this like, it's not all men, but we have this certain type of ego where we feel like we have to be the breadwinner.
Yep.
And we must pay for the whole nine.
Yep.
Whole nine. Nah, don't worry about it, baby. I got you. And I feel like we need to, us as men, need to stop doing that. Kind of like bring that ego down. And like Jack said, we are a team. So let's find a way for us to come up with this plan. And I'm not talking about, you know, drawing down to the pin, but
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
come up with a plan, come up with a concept, because there's two involved in a relationship. And as a man, if you paying for everything, eventually you gonna burn yourself out. You gonna burn yourself out while your woman is still glowing. You feel me?
Yep.
She's still gonna be glowing,
Yeah.
and she's gonna be used to you paying for everything.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Babe, can you give me this? All right, I got you. Babe, can you pay for my car note? I got you. Babe, can you take me to? I got you."
So the ultimate goal is for everybody to grow together.
Yeah.
And like she said,
Tranquility.
like going to a restaurant. Okay, the man could pay for the meal, right?
She can cover
The
the
woman
tip.
should be able to, you know, pay for the tip,
Throw some
right?
gas in the car.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Or just, you know, I got this date, you got the next date.
I got you with a haircut, and
Yeah.
I'll pay for your nails. I'll pay, you know,
Yep.
split down the middle. But the 50-50 rule, it just really all depends on, you know, your relationship. What you do in your relationships, what you do in your
Right,
relationship.
because I mean, if you
Paying for
don't,
that, that's a fact.
say, I mean, you are a housewife or a house husband, you can't provide, you know, financially,
Yeah.
okay? Then I guess old school ways, make sure the house is clean. There's food on the table, whether man or woman, make sure that everything is taken care of at home.
Yeah, definitely like bounce off you. You know, it's like that 50-50 rule comes into play when it comes to, what's the word I'm looking for? The equality in the relationship. You know, things get misinterpreted all the time. You know, finances, whether it be emotions or experiences, and a man, just like you said, can get burnt out way too quick. It's real as hell. And definitely something I feel like a lot of guys nowadays, especially like, you know, single mothers being like the normal, you know, they get raised to treat their women with respect, or to buy everything they want, bring them flowers every single day. And setting that standard for a man it's the standard now. So now you have to upkeep it, especially after that year, the 6 months, or 2 years. Exactly. And then now you burnt out and they're not understanding why, and there's miscommunication, arguments. And it just causes a lot of stress for no real reason, especially with somebody you're supposed to be that connected with.
I got a question, bro.
Yeah.
Right. So, picking off this 50-50 rule situation, right? So, in a relationship that's allegedly 50-50, right? Going back to traditional values, do you still feel as a man that you can lead a household going 50-50?
You said, can you lead a household?
Yes.
Whilst no, so, what you think?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how we have that stamp and seal on that envelope, man of the house conversation.
Yeah.
Being the man of the house, do you still feel that you can be a man of the house amongst going 50-50 in a relationship?
Yeah, I feel like it's just like a case-by-case scenario, right? A man has to be able to pick and win his battles. That's where everybody's taught that. Everybody knows that, right? You have to pick and choose which battles you're gonna win. And out of those battles you pick, it's not gonna be many, but your woman, you know, your significant other needs to be able to understand that's the battle that you need to win, right? That's something for yourself also, and also for the relationship, to still have respect for yourself. But then again, you know, 90% of the time, the woman makes the decisions. Where you're gonna eat, you know, who's gonna drive, what you're gonna wear, whether your clothes look good. It's something you set apart.
Happy wife, happy life, you know?
Oh, that's. I heard that was true.
I threw that one out the window, man. I don't like the happy wife, happy life. I like the, you know what I'm saying, you're only as good as a woman who got your back.
Which is true.
Yeah.
I mean, but like you were saying, and what Devin was saying, of course, it's a mutual respect type of thing. Let's say even in the household, right? At least this is what I would do personally. I don't know about other women, but I feel like it would solve a lot of issues if that was the case because of traditional values. Say he's gonna go to school. I'm covering down for the time being, right? In order to make sure that he still feels like the man that he wants to be, you know, even though, right, like financially, you know, the supporter or provider, we'll have like a joint bank account, and then I would send all the money basically to him, and he would be in charge of making sure that all the bills are paid. It might be my money at the time, but, well, I'm the one that's earning the money, but at least, you know, I can trust him to make sure that the bills are getting paid.
Yeah.
So, me, like, idealistically, I feel like it's like other people's opinion on what makes a relationship work.
Yeah.
So like you see this social media and shit, and it's like these women ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? And then I sent him actually a clip of like a dude was just talking about the 50-50 rule. And he was basically going off of what's happening now. Like back then, women weren't allowed to get these like strong needed jobs, you know, where they're making a lot of money. And now it's like they have that, you know, they got the option to go that route and actually make a lot of money. And we, like, now we're like equals down there. You know what I'm saying? Because both of us can make good money. Yeah. So why not use it together as a team?
I feel like that'd be a competition.
And we can build generational wealth off of that.
Exactly.
Like, it's a team. And
I feel that.
The end goal, you know, set up your life. You know, you want to set up your life, be able to make sure you're living easy, make sure your woman's living easy, and your children, and hopefully your children's children. You know what I mean? That's the end goal for a lot of people nowadays. And so when it comes back to, like, you know, putting each other's finances together and making decisions together, ultimately, a man's not going to stay with a woman unless he still feels like a man. If that woman's degrading him to the point where, like, he's not able to make a man's decision or lead in some way, he's not going to be able to stay there. You know, exactly. It's a sort, like a source of pride, right? Within a man, you got to be able to know that you're making the decisions, and your decisions are respected, not only listened to. You know, and that's one of the biggest things. But I'm beyond grateful to have a woman that does that. You know, exactly. Mine's empty.
Well,
I already drank it.
What you got, Nick? What you got, Nick?
I ain't got nothing right now.
You got anything?
I just listen.
You got anything? No? Got D, you got anything?
I don't know, like personally, I wouldn't do 50-50, but only financially wise.
Okay.
That's just how I was raised. I was raised with the man takes care of the woman in that way. Like I would probably go for maybe like a 70-30, like maybe kind of situation, but like to go 50-50.
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's your opinion. You know, everyone can have the mindset.
So you said outside of finances?
Only finances is the only thing that I won't do 50-50 with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, question: if that's the case, are you looking for a man that was gonna make more money than you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. As long as you know, I feel like as long as you start off knowing that you want that, you know, then you can't be led to disappointment. But a man that tries to basically put up like a facade, right, to be able to show you that that's what he is, but he's really not. He's not gonna be able to hold out, you know. It's at the end of the day, both y'all are a waste of time, and time's money, you know. Exactly.
Sink or swim, dog.
I wouldn't feel no type of way though if my lady made more money than me.
Yeah. Talking about that.
Shit, we together, we won.
Yeah.
It's our money. For
Yeah.
talking about, like,
Yeah.
Damn, baby.
Exactly.
Exactly. Brunch on you today.
Brunch on you today. Mimosas, bottomless.
And be at the crib like Mr. Clean, just
Smiling. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
So, from the look of things, I think we all like had like a mutual agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's dope.
Ideally,
Yeah,
Yep.
ideally.
to some point.
So this next topic is how do you know when you found the right one? And this can go multiple ways.
I can start that one. You know, I feel like when I me personally, right? I knew like a weekend of our relationship that I found the right one. But at the point, it's like I know. It's not the fact that I know that she knows too, or that she wants the same thing. So really though, it's like a lot of patience, a lot of waiting out, a lot of still figuring each other out. Because at any point in time, somebody's true colors can fly, and it changes the whole aspect of the relationship. But with her, you know, it was just different. It was like a feeling of like serenity, I guess. A feeling that nothing else can give you. Where their peace, like your peace, is a person. Now, it's not the fact that home is home, right? You go back, you sleep in this bed, you know, you drive this car, and you know, you chill with your dog or whatever, right? It's the feeling that somebody's standing next to you, and whether you're talking or not, it's just peace. It's just everything you could dream of. And ever since that, you know, that realization I had when I was standing next to her, you know, holding doors open for her, it's been a change that I can't forget, and I don't think I'll ever forget. And I'm grateful for it, you know.
All right, can I ask you a question? Can I bring up like
Yeah.
In that exact moment, what were you going through? Oh, tell the world, you know, what happened? You know, was it like 2 months ago, last month?
It was about 2 years ago, and you know, I was just with her. We were just chilling, you know, doing our normal thing. We used to go to like trivia nights all the time together and everything, just trying to do stuff to bond together. And I remember she was like making these jokes, you know, making everybody laugh. And at this point, I feel like, you know, like an NPC. I'm just sitting there, just listening to her and her friends, you know, taking in the environment. And it's like a movie scene picture in my head. You know, it's like this woman has fulfilled every expectation I've had when it comes to talking to her, getting to know her, you know, her beauty, her personality. And I fell in love. It was everything I could ever imagine. And yeah, it's kind of a hard feeling to explain. You know, love is such a vast
Fell
word.
so in love. He proposed.
Fell so in love, I wear an engagement ring. Come on now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, that's big, man. That's big.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got nothing but to
For me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never did any drugs, and I barely drink, but I feel like that's the closest thing to, you know what I'm saying, that high.
Yeah.
It's a euphoric feeling when you just like, and it's, I don't know, for me, it's never when you there how I know you're the right one.
Yep.
But it's this euphoric feeling when you leave, where it's like something just left me.
Yeah.
And I can't put my finger on it. Because I'll go through the whole day trying to figure out what is it that I'm missing. And until we rejoin, I'm like, this is what it is. I think that's how I know. Because I put in so much time and effort and energy into the people who I actually, because I don't date to date, I date to build.
Exactly.
So I don't put all this time and energy into this person, but then when you leave, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just a feeling for real, that I feel deeply that I just cannot put my finger on.
Yeah.
So I feel you on that one, because you know, it's hard to explain for real.
Yeah.
It's like a euphoric feeling, because you're like, it's a high.
Exactly. And those life highs are real, man. They're real.
It's like a high. That's why I'm the biggest for love. I'm the biggest contender for love. I love love. Love is what I feel like all humans should aspire to be, and there'd be a lot more peace if there's more love.
Of course. I'm a dude that wears my heart on my sleeve, you know. I made it obvious.
So does.
Yeah, I made it obvious as soon as I met her, you know. I had to let her know, like, hey, this is who I am. So you're not blindsided later down the line, you know.
Yeah, nah, girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to smell your breath every morning.
Exactly. Exactly.
You done worse, but.
Damn, girl, open up.
For me, I don't know. To be honest, it's just like he said, it's a feeling that you just can't even explain. I think to start it off, obviously when you're looking for that person, or even when you come across that person, they meet all your boxes. They check all your boxes. And I'm not saying that like the person that you love is just like another, you know, check box or whatever. But obviously that's your criteria, and then you can move forward with, okay, now what do you have to offer, you know? But I think it just goes more into, like, just like you said, the feeling that you get when you guys are together. Like, you could have karaoke in the car and it'd be the funnest time of your life, and it's literally just you guys singing together. I think when I realized that I was in love was when I just wanted to spend all day, every day with him. And then, you know, once you get past that puppy love stage, that's when you're like, you start arguing more, but then you realize, like, I only want to argue with this person and this person only. I don't want to do this with anybody else.
If you're doing it, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's when you really realize, like, oh yeah, this is my person.
Yeah.
When you realize, like, I will go through all the hardships with this one person, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not anybody else.
It definitely bounce off, like, you know, you saying like check all those boxes, right? Checking all those boxes is real in a sense. I feel like in a relationship, you should be able to check the boxes of the potential as well, you know? Because not everybody you meet, whether it be a man or a woman, you know, is gonna check every box off rip. It's just, it is what it is. Not everybody just got it like that, unless you just know everybody that owns a yacht in Miami, you know? That's, it is what it is. Everybody, it's the potential. Exactly, it's the potential to get there, and I feel like those are the boxes that people should check off rather than, you know, the physical things that they have in the moment. And if that is what you want, somebody that has it in the moment, just as long as you know what you want, go after it. Props to you.
Shit, I ain't never found the right one. I would have been married right now.
Dude, I done been in love a few times, man. I ain't gonna lie. There's been some people who done crawled up under my skin, man. And stayed. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, we here now. I done felt them feelings, man. That's why once you feel it, it's something that you aspire to get every time. Because once you start dating and you don't get that feeling, it don't feel right no more.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that restart is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, dang, girl, we had so much potential.
Blood, sweat, and tears right there.
We had so much potential. And now, look at us. Liking each other's posts and not talking.
Exactly. Right?
Blocked.
Blocked. Oh, the block is crazy.
Start. What is it? Start.
I can't do that shit, bro. I'm too old for that shit, bro. I cannot. Nah.
Right,
I want you to see me doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You gonna see this.
Yeah.
No, like, but yeah.
You gonna see me with a ring on my finger.
Listen, I had a saying I was like, dang, now we just strangers with memories.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For me,
Without memories.
what happened?
We were strangers without memories.
For me, like, going back to being a man, like, it's hard to like express our feelings, right? So when we meet a woman that could allow us to open up and take it to that certain level, I feel like that's when you really found the one. A woman that could make me smile, because most of us men, to be honest, we don't really like to smile like that. You know what I'm saying? We just walk around like, we may be happy, but we don't want to show it. You know what I'm saying? But when she come around, we cheese it, right, Jack?
Yep.
We cheese it.
Hell no. I be walking around, you cheesing all the time. You smile too much.
That's my girl.
That's happiness.
Yeah, right?
But
You made it.
But
No, I got it. She puts you through hell.
but yeah, like, just being able to, when you reach that point where you could express your feelings, I feel like that's when you know you found the right one. You know, especially that good morning text, that good night text, especially when she checking up on you, that hit different, because most women in this generation would not do that.
Yes.
They would not do that. You know? The only thing they be like, can you send me some money?
Yeah.
You ain't give me good morning.
Yeah.
How am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, like, mental health is a thing. You ain't check on for me? Oh, you want some money?
My question is, where are you finding these women at?
I'm just saying. And this generation is like that. You gotta agree.
Because I've heard some crazy
You gotta
stories, and I'm
agree.
like, where?
But the thing is, right, so you got to think about this, right? So this generation now, it's like everything is growing up through social media.
Yeah.
Back then they didn't have no social media, so you really had to talk to one another and figure shit out together. Now it's like I'm going Google and look shit up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
So they take that info and throw it into what they think is how it's supposed to be.
Influences.
And and like with love, like you can't put no fucking expectation. Like it just happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes you find like the person you would never think that you would fall in love with, you will be in love with.
Yes. I feel like definitely with the whole social media thing, social media is, I feel like it's such a toxic construct when it comes to modern day relationships. You know, I could sit here and be the man of somebody's dreams, but if it's not the man of her dreams in the moment, then it's not gonna work out, right?
I sent her toxic TikToks.
Exactly, right?
Hey, that's shit. Hey, shit.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
When you constantly sending that person fucking
Hey,
TikToks
yep.
and reels all day.
Yep.
Like, you know,
You
fuck
think
with
I'm
them, you fuck
bad?
with
He's
them.
going through this.
Yeah.
Count your blessings.
Yeah. For real.
And I'm the biggest one.
relatable shit.
Yeah. And I feel
Everything that
like,
relates to you, they send it to your home.
yeah.
I said, wow,
this is your-
Valentine's
but-
Day, she got a Dior bag?
Exactly. But I feel like that's the problem, you know? That's the same problem. You get today's day and age, right, where somebody's getting compared to a millionaire, right? Somebody's getting compared to a 16-year-old trust fund baby, you know, out there buying his high school sweetheart a Lamborghini, you know, for her first car. And then all of a sudden, your woman or your woman to be, right? Exactly.
But I do know that.
Exactly.
I can't even.
And she expects you to do the same things, or she has the toxic mentality, right? That this is what somebody would do if they loved you, right? And that's not what love is. You know, that's everybody knows. Like love comes in all different shapes and forms. So expecting something like that is unreasonable to a standard. You know, irrational. Yes. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Comparison is the thief of joy.
Exactly. Thank you.
Like you tall. I'm
Thank
short.
you.
I can't compare me to you.
Exactly.
So obviously, I'm always be sad because you tall.
They got surgery now.
Don't do that shit, bro.
You put a lift kit on your knee.
Then in 10 years, your shit gonna fall off.
Everybody comparison is the thief of joy. So
Yes.
if I'm walking around comparing myself to X, Y, Z,
Yep.
I'm always be unhappy.
Yep.
So that's the same thing with relationships. So y'all comparing to another woman, you're like, damn, my girl, my wife ain't got this.
Yep.
Comparing to another man, hey, my husband ain't got this. And you gonna always be down.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you start seeing somebody, say you work with somebody that do got it like that, right? You think, oh, this motherfucker might have a better chance than me, right? He's testing your husband's or your wife's position or authority, right? Without knowing the flaws that that person has. All you see is the good. So that's the reason I feel like, you know, cheating, unfaithfulness might come into play because people they think the grass is greener on the other side, and it's not.
So right, to show.
Welcome back to episode 8. We gotta take a little intermission, but we are nearing to our last topic. And let me tell you, this last topic. So this past week, right, a viral went. Oh, sorry, I was drinking too much of this. A post went viral. Places that a woman do not want to go on a first date. I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna let one of y'all go because.
So,
Wait. Sorry. So I'm gonna read like the top 10. All right, we got Cheesecake Factory, we got Applebee's, we got Chili's, we got Chipotle, we got Olive Garden, we got the movies, we got your house, y'all. Any fast food chain, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Wingstop.
So, I'm big on dates. I like dates. I can vibe out to a good date, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like being creative. Like for me, a date would be like, let's go to a park. We can go to Dollar Tree, get a bunch of little paint canvases, and let's go outside and just paint some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just sit up and talk. Do some really cutesy, like here, put your paint, hand, palm. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, with our generation especially, we don't go on dates often. Dating is not something that we do regularly. Like you don't hear a lot of people like, oh yeah, nah man, I'm going on a date. But really, y'all just hanging out.
Yeah.
At like, I don't know, and drinking and shit. But like an actual like date where me and you together, we finna go here and this is a date. We don't do that often.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to drop a list of places that we can't go already makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Like makes it 10 times harder to come up with creative ideas for how we can spend time together when really that's what we doing it for.
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel you out, you're trying to feel me out. Now going to the house is crazy. I feel like going to the house is crazy. I tell everybody, my oasis is my oasis.
Yep.
Once I bring you into my oasis, like if we got a hotel room, cool. If we got like another like Airbnb, cool. But my place is my oasis, and I gotta sage it because now you done messed up my energy in my room, and I gotta sleep on my couch. It's all kind of crazy stuff that go into it for real. So I can't really stand 10 toes with this list at all. Cause like the Cheesecake Factory, bowling, skating, like this, that's fun. Like that's fun stuff. Like girl, we finna go out here and have us a blast. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't know. I think that list is real life crazy for real. Like that's crazy.
So for me, I think this shit is childish. You know what I'm saying?
Childish is an understatement.
That's like fucking nails a ceiling over your head on things that you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Whereas though, if you're trying to get to know a person, you would do multiple things. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of shit out here that you can do, obviously, and turn it into fun.
Yes.
It can be some little shit. I think it was like family events or some shit like that too.
Yeah, it said family
And
functions.
Family functions, like
No,
a first date,
crazy.
maybe not.
Nah, here we
That's
go.
First
crazy.
date, maybe not. But
Here
like
we
just
are.
as a whole,
Hey, I ain't even trying to interrupt you for real. But hear me out. If I bring you, because first off, I live a very closed off and secluded life. I don't really be around a lot of people, especially family. But if I bring you around my family and they don't vibe with you, we probably not finna exist after that.
It said mom and pop's restaurant.
You think
one or
so?
two.
That's crazy though.
Like a
Yeah,
mom
like-
diner.
Yeah.
First off,
Like a
so
diner.
You got a hole in the wall, and it's
Like-
like
I ain't even gonna cap. If you can't vibe, because that's who we finna be around for real. We're gonna bring our families together. And if you can't, like, if you're not cool with my peoples, that's my biggest support group right
This
there.
is first dates though.
Either way, Mom Dukes know from jump. Oh,
They do be knowing though. I ain't
Mom
gonna
Dukes
lie.
know.
Hold on, Jackson,
Ain't like-
finish what you were saying and we'll go back to that.
yeah, we'll get
So
back.
right, so I was getting to that too, like saying like first date for a family function, probably not it, but maybe second or third. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. But all the other shit, like fun activities, like just doing something, being active and like getting to actually know each other.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters where y'all go. As long as y'all enjoy y'all time together, you know what I'm saying? And you still can be romantic about it. Like fucking that's just how I feel on it.
To me, right, most of the things on the list, right, make sense, right? Yeah, it makes sense. Chili, you know, you're not gonna take your girl to Chili, right? I don't know.
Not chili.
Whatever, Chili's, whatever. You know, you get what I'm saying, right? You're not gonna. But
Sport events.
All right.
Right.
So right, this is what comes into play too, right? How busy is she? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much do she work a week? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Do she have kids already?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we getting to
any
that
free
age.
time that you
Yeah.
able to get, you gonna just take it and run with it and say, all right, we can't go to Chili's real quick. You just got off of work. I know you gotta
Yeah.
be home in an hour.
But you should be prepared if it's a first date.
exactly,
this is
right?
You should be prepared if it's a
stuff,
first date,
though.
bro.
It's not like
There's a lot of
You
pressure.
should be prepared.
Yeah.
You should have
First
somebody
date.
watch
What
your
if that
kids.
person got a lot going on?
But-
and I ran into so
Yeah.
Wait.
I ran into some shit right about that. Right.
Go off.
So about having somebody to watch the kids. One female thought that I was supposed to pay for a babysitter, which
Oh hell no!
if I know you the one, if I know you gonna be the one, I wouldn't mind it. But like no.
Hell no!
You know
It's
what
first
I'm saying?
date. It's
I'm not
it's
doing
first
that.
date.
That one was
It's
extra.
first
Like,
date.
I'm not doing that.
Now, what I will definitely say to ping off of that, right? Now, I'm not paying for no babysitter. That's
Yeah,
Hell
that's
no.
pretty
especially for a kid
wild.
that ain't mine. That's
Come on now.
Definitely say is look. So you have to pay XYZ for this babysitter, right? Now I'm still a very traditional man. I open doors and I always pay for first dates. Always, regardless of what the ticket is.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay for that first date.
Yep.
because that's the man that I created myself to be. And I'm like, this is how I'm going to raise my sons. I'm like, look, son, this is a lady. You need to treat her as such. Now, we done got a few, sticks thrown into that rubric of plans because, 2023 and everything. But that's still how I'm going to raise my sons.
Yeah.
So that's the back end that I stand off of when it comes to dating and those things such and such. But paying for a babysitter is crazy.
All right, let's hear it from a woman's perspective.
Okay, Chili's, it's alright, it's okay. But honestly, I think it just comes down to whether if you got it, then you got it. There's like that one show, it's like that Dubai, living in Dubai or whatever, reality TV show. And I saw this woman, her first date was like a private dinner in this nice restaurant. Then afterwards, she went on a helicopter ride, and she still said like,
Yeah.
they live in Dubai, right? That's her first date. So it all comes down to if you got it, then you got it. I'm sure millionaires, not even millionaires. It could be like somebody who's earning 3 figures or 6 figures a year. They're gonna be like, okay, yeah, Chili's, like I could take you to something better than that. That's fine. But for somebody, it all depends on who you are and at what level you are at. Bowling, okay, I think you could go bowling it don't matter where you're at in life. You could be a millionaire. Bowling is fun, The house, no. First date, if you're not trying to if this is not like a friends with benefits type of thing, or if you're not trying to do the deed with that person, you're trying to make a good impression, the house is out the window, throw it out the window, that's gone. Yes. And then, what were you saying? I forgot already.
About the family
family function. First date, no. Don't do it. No. How are you going to get to...
Not for first date for sure. But the second that you kind of that's coming up.
Me, personally, I couldn't even bring, my fiance now to my house until we were a year in. So, at that point, family functions out the window, so I agree with that. But when it comes to fun things, a jungle gym, what we got here?
Trampoline house?
Yeah, trampoline house,
Go-karts?
I mean, I guess if you're 50 years old and dating, okay, maybe not go. But, it just depends on who it is. But yes, I do think this list was a little excessive, or very much excessive.
If we factor in inflation, inflation, the amount of money that we are making at the age that we're at and our jobs that we're at right now, I feel like that list is irrational.
Yes.
Because of where we're at right now. For me personally, because like I said, I'm trying to stay afloat.
Yep.
I ain't broke.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yep. But I ain't trying to be.
Yeah.
And if I ain't take you first off, Applebee's is always a go-to for me. Because Applebee's drinks.
They got them dollar marks.
They got them dollar.
First of all, the Dollarita, sorry, Applebee's. If it ever reaches there, I was 7 and it's still sober. Okay.
Well, then you got to keep going. $14 next. You know what I'm saying?
My take on it, right, is I feel like that list comes down to status with the women that created it,
So I say status because status is just how people portray.
Exactly. So
status is the perception of you.
Imagine if Drake pulled up on his girl and was like, "Let me take you out," right? She's like, but imagine if he does, right? If he takes a regular girl.
So if I'm dating somebody and he took my
exactly, and their first date, he takes her out to Chili's, right? And she's like, "Oh my God, this is amazing! I'm sitting here with the greatest man ever. He got all this money. I know he has this money. So that's the reason it's okay. That's the exception. It's not the exception. At the end of the day, it's still a first date, and it's the standard you're getting held to by the man, the standard that he set for himself. Me personally, when I took her on her first date, right, I set the standard. Me, I'm gonna put the bar up high. So if this doesn't work out, you better know your own value when this shit's over. You know what I mean? You better know your own value. So. I took her out to in a high-rise jazz club. We have live band, bought the bottle, paid the check. I come in nice outfit. I'm picking you up. You're going to wear a nice dress. It is what it is. There is, right? I'm gonna show you what you deserve to be treated like, what a woman deserves to be treated like. And if you fall under that standard afterwards, regardless of what the person's status is, that's your own wrongdoing. That's your own negligence of your relationship in your mental. Right? Exactly. Come on.
All right.
What you got, man?
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, but that post was childish.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
I don't know if you was, going for a viral moment, which you did. You achieved it, right? The whole world know.
You thought you
But
waited.
that shit is childish.
Thought you waited.
That is childish.
We here to tell you.
Because
Yeah.
most women looking at this list, y'all going to those places.
Facts.
Y'all going to those places. All right.
You gonna like it.
Number one, I don't know you.
Facts.
Why do you expect me to spend all this money on you on a first date? You could be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I don't know you. Second, I'm just trying to get to know you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the first date expectations, number one, I'm gonna be myself, right? I'm not gonna pretend like I'm somebody else, right? Number two, I'm gonna open the door for you, right? Number three, I'm gonna make sure you're having fun. I'm gonna make sure you're being comfortable, no matter where I take you, hands down. That list is ridiculous. But again, like they said, status does play a part, right? But if you're not at that status, like if you're not Drake, you know what I'm saying, little baby.
Yep.
She out of your league, bro.
Like I said earlier, don't burn yourself out.
If
Yep.
you're not Kim K, don't do it. Don't say that.
Facts, like enjoy the moment, right? If the man is treating you good, go through with it. Don't expect your man to, off the bat take you to roof Chris.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It all boils down to whether or not he's making you safe, he's making sure you're comfortable, and he's making sure that he gets you back home safe and sound.
Yep.
So all that other, you know what? I'm sorry. This really like
Go ahead.
took me to a certain level.
Go
Like
ahead.
this list is like, I hate to say it, but it's the generation. I don't know how old she was. I don't know how old she was, but it's. I'm going back. I'm going back to this generation because that shit sucks. Like,
I mean, like somebody
Like-
commented on that post. They were like, "Who are they asking? Like porn stars or?"
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like
You know.
this shit is crazy.
Celebrities,
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you a celebrity, you know you ain't gonna eat that fucking Applebee's. Boy.
Yeah.
as long look,
A
like I
sugar
said,
baby.
no,
at the
not
bottom,
even
baby.
that.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
even
fucking
Middle
Applebee's.
class, middle class, lower class.
What you mean?
motherfucker.
Sierra's birthday was at Waffle House.
You said
That's
who?
fine.
No, I can't do Waffle House.
Russell
Sorry, guys.
Beyonce made that
I'm not
song
doing
about
Waffle
going to.
House.
She don't like breakfast.
What's that
like
restaurant?
breakfast.
What's that restaurant she mentioned? And it just skyrocketed. I think it was Applebee's, one of those restaurants. But as soon as Beyonce, mentioned that restaurant, all the women, what
Yep.
they do? Show up to that restaurant.
Yep.
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Red Lobster not even
Red-
on here, but that's crazy.
Red
It's not on
Red
here.
Lobster was.
I feel like Red Lobster.
As soon as Beyonce said, "Oh, okay, come on, let's go to Red Lobster." It's like
Red Lobster ain't cheap.
Yeah.
again, at the
I only buy
So-
biscuits from there.
So to me, what it comes down to is like, is the food actually good?
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, cause you can go to Ruth Chris and not even like they.
Yeah, like
fucking-
Yeah.
mom and pop shop for sure. go.
Exactly.
If
So-
the food is good, I'm putting you on.
You
Yes.
spend $300 on a steak and the shit not even good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
And she
saying?
don't even
So-
finish it all.
Y'all ain't got no eat. Y'all ain't got
I'm
no
gonna take
eat.
this home.
Hey, babe, take it home. I don't even want to take it home. What? You better take this shit home with you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
it
can we
goes
get a
back
box?
to-
Get
it
her a
goes-
box.
That's what I'm saying.
Get her a box.
That's what I'm saying. But like
Last week
this,
got to speak for the group.
this
Get her a box.
list is
Yeah.
like,
The tight lips.
like, all right, the movies. I agree with that because in the movies, what are you supposed to do?
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie, right? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I mean,
That's the same way as
that's
like
a grown
chilling.
evolution.
That's
right
what-
there.
Like
That's
if
what
you
I'm
at the
saying,
crib
like-
chilling,
I
Netflix
know.
type shit. Like,
Sport event. If I
Nah,
have
you
to
know
go
you
to
ain't gonna do that.
I'll fuck around and take a nap at
but
the
that's
movies.
how the dates used to go back then. Like, we'll to the movies. It might be some shit popping.
Yeah.
off.
But
You know what
Hey,
I
no,
think
you feel me?
a fire date would be? A drive-in theater.
Yeah.
Oh, but a woman in this generation might not like that. So I don't want to go to that. What's bugs outside? What's
We in the
No,
car.
you're in the car.
And then it said somewhere that requires a long drive.
We
That's
supposed to
accurate.
be vibing. First off, when I put that playlist on,
We
and you're not
vibing,
singing
we
at least
vibing,
70% of these
You know,
songs. with
I
me.
guess though for first date I can understand because what if you're not vibing within the first 30 minutes?
We didn't already talk.
But you expect me to pay?
But
Yeah,
no, but
because-
she's talking about,
But hear
that
me
whole
out.
long drive. What if you're not vibing throughout that long drive
But-
and now you're like, okay, I'm looking
So-
for
Well,
over it.
that
How
does make
long-
sense. That does make sense.
But how long, as a woman, how long does it take before you consider going on a date with the person? Y'all have to have some form of communication and
Exactly.
connection.
What do you look for? What do you look for besides
so
the environment that you're
on
in?
Tinder?
I used to be.
Okay,
I ain't
so
gonna lie.
how long did
I'm
it
not gonna
take
lie.
for you to ask somebody on a date?
So what I did was when I was
Exactly.
I ain't gonna cap.
So
Listen, hear me out. When I was on Tinder, I would match, and if we would match, we'll talk, and then I'll get you off Tinder to like a social media. I never give my number because I don't like people calling my phone. I live a private life. I don't like people in my business. You feel me? But I would talk, and we would text, we would FaceTime. I have a 4 FaceTime rule. Our first conversation after I get you on my social media, we have to take a picture of something. Like I need to verify that you are who you are, and then we're gonna have some.
Oh, you talking about like catfish?
Yeah, cause that right there, I done been catfish before. I'm talking. What's up, Nick?
Numerous times.
What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick?
I got a small thing to say.
What's up, Nick?
I know this generation is about social media. Why y'all don't just walk up to a woman and say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is so and so."
You know why? You know why?
Hear me out.
Because it wouldn't be catfish, because you'll see how she
Hear me
looks.
out.
It's the phone that's taking over though.
have you done it?
On top of that,
No, look, people are so comfortable with being behind the phone.
Yes.
They got Tinder,
Yes.
they got Black, they got all those dating apps, so they're very comfortable with being behind the phone. But when it comes in person,
They don't know how to communicate.
The confidence.
hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me
with
out.
you.
Hear me out, family. Hear me out. So look, cause I'm a very confident man. I'm gonna step regardless. You get what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, the reason why is convenient. Because originally when I was on Tinder for what Tinder was for.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to go on no dates.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what Tinder was for.
But since we're talking the topic of dating,
You get what I'm saying?
date,
But on a
let's say you
date-
simply ask a girl to go on a date the first 20 minutes of spin game. If
feel me?
you
Like
pull
you
said,
if you
you
pull
meet
up
people
on
up
her and you
to
say the right shit,
Yeah.
and you talking that talk, and she feeling your confidence, you can say, hey, would you like to go on a date tomorrow night or next weekend? Are you
take
free?
the odds.
Boom, it's that simple. She's gonna say yes or no.
That's too
And
soon.
then, but saying, and then you give it a week. That
Okay.
means she got time to tell her girls.
Yeah.
And thinking about, and then she got get a dress or whatever way you gonna take it. He got time for you to find a spot. Cause you ain't gonna say, let's go tonight, and you ain't got no spot, you trying to impress her.
You got a roster.
Hey, can I use your crib real quick, man?
Yeah.
Hey, dog, look, hey, man.
If you got any portraits hang up,
Look,
just take it down.
Just take them. Nah, just leave them up. Leave them up. I really like my homeboys. It's gonna be like white chicks. Like, why did he got a picture of him up there? Who's that? Oh no, that's my coach. We really involved with each other.
All in all, though, like again, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. If you think this list is okay, so be it. But I'm glad we got that out the way. I'm sorry I had to. It's all love, though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to come at you. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from. It's all love. So now we're gonna just tone it down, right? And we're gonna go to the YGP prayer segment. But Jay is gonna lead us.
I got you. All right, everybody, bow your heads. All right. So, highest power, we come to you today. And last time I told you to protect us, and as always, I tell you to protect us, protect our viewers, protect the people who aren't viewing. As always, protection is key. But what I'm asking you today is to help us enjoy the journey to our destination. If we have faith in you and believe in you that you will do those things for us and all will be achieved. That's understandable, and that's what we aspire to do and aspire to be. So protect us and allow us to enjoy the journey. Allow us to enjoy the pebbles in the road and the grass on the side of the road. Allow us to enjoy the sunrises and the sunsets, all every day to enjoy this journey to our destination. Protect us, keep us, mentor us, and guide us. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all want to come up? Y'all want to come up?
Come on in. We need
Come
you.
join.
You know what I'm saying?
Put a face to the voice.
Yeah.
He coming on. He coming on in 2 weeks. He coming on in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is him. He is him. Timothy.
Nick.
Timothy, huh?
We want to thank y'all, especially the viewers, because y'all matter the most. We won't be here without y'all.
Y'all make this
believe
possible.
it or not. Exactly. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is episode 8. I'm your host, the Prince Clay,
It's Jack.
It's Jay.
and we have 2 special guests with us.
Devin.
Serena.
I thank y'all for coming out. I thank everybody for coming out. You know, it's
You.
the culture.
You. Yeah.
Anything else from y'all?
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all stay blessed. Stay blessed. All right.
Time is so right.
Bet.
Need something. Just tell me how you feel when I pull up in the nighttime. Girl, I love it when you tell me cut the light out. Girl, I love it when you whisper in my ear. Know you love it when I pull it on your hair.